morning, students, and today we are looking at algebra, and the objective for today is define and use distributive law in algebraic expressions. And let us, in the corner here, you see we have a little definition that we cook up for distributive law, and it said distributive law states that open bracket a plus b close bracket x is equal to x open bracket a plus b close bracket, which is also equal to a times x plus b times x, where a and b are real numbers and x is a variable. In words, what it's basically saying is that distributive law state that what is outside the bracket is multiplied by each member in the bracket. So it should be bracket. Okay, there when it's T. Alright? So that's that. Now down here we have some example questions, and we're going to look at some various questions that could ask inside this topic. So let's read the first set. And it said, remove the bracket using distributive law in each of the following. So for the first one, let's go into it. Rewrite back this. One said 5 open bracket x plus y close bracket. So 5 outside the bracket, so we're going to multiply by each member inside the bracket. So this is going to become now 5x, sorry, 5x plus 5y. And you would have used distributive law to remove the bracket here, and that would be I. So come over here and look at I. So this said 3 open bracket x to y close bracket. Alright, so we're going to use the 3 to multiply by each member inside the bracket. So this is going to become equal to 3x. Write that 3 properly. Three to 6, so this is going to become 6y. Alright, so that is it for that one. So we're going to look at I. So this is going to be minus 7x, 7 open bracket a plus b close bracket. Alright, so this is minus 7. So minus 7 times a would equal to minus 7a plus r minus times a plus give you a minus, right? So minus 7 times plus b will become minus. So this is going to become minus 7b. And that would have satisfied that. So let's look at 4. That is IV, Roman numeral 4. So this is saying minus 8, open bracket, 3a minus 2b close bracket. So 3 8s are 24, and that's a negative 8. That will equal to negative 24a. Negative 24a. Negative times a negative number give a positive, so 2 8 is 16. So this is going to become a positive 16b. And that would have satisfied that. So now when what is outside the bracket is negative, the sign inside the bracket, the sign between the two numbers is going to change, right? So if it was a positive there, it's going to become negative. And if it's a negative there, it's going to become positive as is shown here. Right? In the middle here, it was positive. When you come down here, because it is multiplied by a negative number, the sign changes negative. Once you're multiplying by a negative number, the sign inside the middle is going to change, right? So negative times a negative is equal to a positive, so the number, a sign in the middle also change. So that is all distributive law. You have to follow that principle right throughout all the distributive law question we're going to look at. All right, so let's continue. All right, now this one said, remove the bracket using distributive law and simplify the following. So this one you're going to do a little bit more than just distributive law. You're going to do some calculation along with it. So let us look at I. Sometimes that happens. What's going on with this thing? That's I. So this is going to become I is 3 open bracket x plus y close bracket plus 5 plus 5 open bracket x plus y. Alright, so now we're going to remove the bracket, then we simplify. So what is outside the bracket going to multiply by each member inside the bracket? It is going to become 3x plus 3y plus 5x plus 5y. All right. So when you do, now remove the bracket. Now we have to simplify. Put like terms together and then simplify. Let's put like terms together. It is going to become 3x plus 5x plus 3y plus 5y. Erase that. Plus 5y. All right, so now we can just add. So this is going to become 3 and 5 are 8, so that is 8x. Plus 3 and 5 are 8, so that is going to be 8y. 8y. And that's how you would simplify the maths for that one. So let's look at another one. Number 4 says this one is Roman numeral 2. That is going to become 4 I'm just writing back the question. All right. Now the question is written. So now we're going to use distributive law again to remove the bracket. So that will be 4, 3 fours is 12. 3, 2 minus, negative term positive is negative, so it's minus 3 2s are 6. Oh, sorry, I'm going to put on the x. 3 4s is 12, and that should be 12x. X 3 2 6, that is 6y. And 3 4s are 12. That is going to become 12x again. Three times y is y, that will be minus 3y. 3 times y is 3y. So now we can just put like terms together and then add them up again. So this is going to become 12x plus 12x minus 6y minus 3y. So goes on there. So now we can just add. Now so 12 plus 12, that's 24. There should be an x here. I left off the x in here. So that should be 24x. So me owe 6y's today, and then tomorrow I come borrow 3 more y's. The negative away you owe and positive away you have. So you owe and owe. Most people tend to subtract here, but you can't subtract because they are both negative. Negative is what you owe. So I owe 6, and then I come back on owe 3. So in total what I owe is 9. And that would be negative 9y. And that would have simplified the maths. Right? Please remember to put on your equal sign to show that it's still equivalent to the original question. We just write it in a simplified form. So they are equal to what we write. We don't change anything. One is not bigger than the other. So this is still equal to the what's at the top. We just change the form. Alright? Alright, so let's look at question 3. Question 3. Eight, open bracket, 5 x minus 2 y close bracket plus 3. Let's write that 3 the property. Somebody might say you can't see it. Also, this is supposed to be not plus but minus. Write a plus here when it should be a minus. So it should be minus 3, open bracket, 4 x minus y. Alright, so now we can use distributive law to move the brackets. 5 8 40. 5 8 40. That 40 x 2 8 16. That's minus 16 y. 3 4s are 12. That's 12x. 3 3 is 9. Negative times negative give you a positive. Please remember that. This is going to become a positive 9 y. Alright, so now we can group like terms together and then simplify. So this is going to become 40 x. Carry this. Please note that the sign in front of the number control the number. So if you're moving the number, you move the sign also in front of it. as minus, that is minus 12, okay, minus 6, y plus 9. Alright, so 12 from 40 leave 28, so that would be 28x, right? So this is a negative number, that's a positive number, so you subtract and keep the sign of the larger one. So this is 16 take away 9, that will be 7. That will be negative 7, because the 16 is bigger than positive. 16 is negative, it is bigger than the positive. So when you have two opposite signs, two numbers to add with opposite sign, you subtract and keep the sign of the larger one. And the 16 is clearly larger than 9, so we're going to keep the sign of the 16, which is negative. That would be 7y. Alright, so the next one, before we go up any further, I'm going to write that question. That is Roman numeral 4, and that is a half open bracket 2x minus 1 close bracket minus a quarter open bracket that's probably not what I see in here. I'm seeing the wrong thing. It's actually a bracket Alright, this is what we have now. Okay, so we're going to use distributive law to remove this. Alright, so because the bracket is because this fraction is inside it, we're going to operate everything as a whole for and show this as a whole for now. So we're going to, this bracket is outside the bracket, so it affects this, but the whole thing. Alright, so this is going to just multiply this by this. Multiply the half by the bracket, the first bracket alone, because it close, the half only affect the first bracket, so you're going to multiply by the first bracket and remove the bracket. Alright, so this is going to become now a half. This is going to become a half times 2x is going to be a 2x upon 2 minus 1 times any number given in the number, so this should be a half. This is where it gets tricky. When you see a bracket side of a sign, To remove the bracket, you have to multiply by -1. So this is going to become 1 times any number given the number. This is going to become negative a quarter Negative times a negative give you a positive. So -1 times -1 will give you +1. Alright? So that would, now that we move the bracket, now we can simply apply our calculations. Alright, so before we want to do anything, we want to put like terms together first. Alright? So let's do that just the same way we can put like terms together. So this is going to become 2 upon 2 upon 2, and this will be minus 4 upon 2. I see. Alright, this can be written as x upon 4. The same thing as quarter, and this is going to become minus a half let's put this in fraction form and call it 1 upon 1. Alright, 1 upon 1 is still 1, so it's still 1 we write number. But through dealing with fraction, we just say 1 upon 1. Alright, so let's work this out. Now first you want to do is find the LCM. The LCM is 4. I said 2 into 4 go 2 times 2 2 is 4. This is 4x plus a minus x. Explain that. 4 into itself goes 1 time. 1 times x is x. So this is a 2 into 4 goes 2 times 2 1s 2. And then 1 into 4 goes 4 times 4 1s 4. Alright, so now we can add up what we have, and that would have simplified the math. So if I have 4 x's and take away 1, there's only 3x left. 3x. If I have $4, if I owe $2, I may have $4 in my pocket, right? When I pay the $2, I may have 2 left, right? So that will be positive 2. Another way of saying is that you have 2 signs, the positive is the larger one, so when you subtract, you're going to take the larger sign. So that would have simplified this maths. And please remember, we don't change the value, the same maths, is just that we just break it down to what it is now. Alright, so the last part of it I said expand and simplify the following. Alright, so we can do this in 5 minutes. So let's write it here. This one is right here. Let's call this I. So this is open bracket A plus B close bracket A minus B. Alright, so what we are saying here is that this one, the A is going to use to multiply by every member of the second bracket. Then the B is going to use to multiply by every member of the second bracket. So literally what we are saying that when you see it right like this, we are saying that A open bracket A minus B close bracket, alright, plus, that's a positive B, open bracket A minus B. That's pretty much what we are saying. So you say we take this one, the A, and multiply by each member of the second bracket. See there? The A is multiplied by each member of the second bracket. Then we do the same thing with the B. We take the B here and multiply by each member of the second bracket. Then we simplify. So AA, that is A squared, and minus A times B is AB. This is the same thing. B times A is same AB. That will be plus AB. You could say BA, but it's the same thing. Multiplication is commutative, meaning that A times B is the same as B times A. So BB, that will be B squared. That will be minus B squared. B times minus B will give you a minus B squared. So in this case, we have here, these and these are like terms, so we can add them. So we have one apple banana mix, and me gave it away. So literally, me owe one apple banana mix and me get one apple banana mix. So when me pay for me apple banana mix, me no have no apple banana mix left. Right? So this I will cancel. So that I subtract AB from AB leaves 0. So what is left is A squared minus B squared. And that is called the difference of two squared. And we'll expound more on that when we start to deal with the inverse of distributive law, which is factorization. And that is the topic we're going to look at next, but let's complete this topic first. All right, the next one says AB all square. So the next one is that would be II So this is basically saying is equal, or it's saying A, B, A plus B close bracket A plus B. So the bracket is multiplied by in itself. Alright, so we apply the same formula. This A going to multiply by that bracket, then this B is going to multiply by that bracket. So what we have here is going to equal to A open bracket A B close bracket, and this is going to become now plus B open bracket A plus B. Alright, so you distributive law to remove the bracket, so this is going to become A square. A times A is A square, and this is going to become plus AB plus AB plus B square. So this and this, you have AB plus AB, that is 2AB. So this is going to become A square plus 2AB plus B square, and that is all square, and that would have satisfied the maths. So we have one more to go. Alright, so that one is 3x minus 3, 2x minus 3, and 3x plus 4. Alright, so let's look at that one. So let's write it somewhere down at the bottom here so we can solve it. So this will be number, this will be, I think this is I, right? And what we have inside here is 2x minus 3 close bracket open bracket 3x plus 4. And we're going to use the same principle to work out this. So this right here going to the 2x going to multiply by each member of this bracket. Then the negative 3 is going to multiply by each member of the bracket. So this is going to become now 2x open bracket 3x plus 4, right, minus, that is a negative 3 open bracket 3x plus 4 close bracket. So we can just apply our distributive law. 3 2s are 6. That will be 6x, and x times x give you x squared, so that will be 6x. Let me write that properly. 6x square 2 4s 8, so that will be plus 8x, only one x, so we don't square it. I remove that bracket. Negative 3, negative 3 times 3, that's negative 9, and that's 9x. 3 4s are 12, so that will be negative times a positive give a negative 12. So we can simply just add these two numbers and that will satisfy it. So if I have 8, plus 8 and negative 9, so 9 is bigger than 8, so it will keep the sign, so that will be x. So the answer here would be 6x 6x squared minus x. 8 from 9 leave 1, which is 1x, so that is just x. Plus 12, so that is equal to and that would have satisfied the maths. Please remember to subscribe, hit that subscribe button, and give me a thumbs up or tell me how you feel in the comment section about this presentation. Thank you and very much.